Real talk.
Today we're going to talk about men not being there for their kids, dads not being there for their daughters, dads not being there for their sons, men not being there for their communities. But before we go any further, I'm going to give y'all some numbers so we can figure this thing out. 63% of all youth suicides are from fatherless homes. 90% of all homeless children are from fatherless homes. 85% of all children with behavior disorders are from fatherless homes. 80% of rapists convicted of rape are from fatherless homes. 71% of all high school dropouts are from fatherless homes. It's real out here. This is not a game. If you got some sons, if you have daughters, you better be there. Because if you not, your child is going to be one of these statistics. Your child is going to be somebody out here raping somebody, not graduating, no education, out here homeless. It's going to be your child. So I'm telling you, better get it together. Ladies, if you don't have your kids, you better get it together. And I'm not saying that you have to live in the house to be a part of your child's life. I'm just telling you that it's so much more easier when you're there. It's so much more easier when you can wake up in the morning, walk around the corner, and you can look in the bed and see your child and you say, okay, that's me right there. That's my child. Ain't nothing gonna happen to my child on my watch. Not on my watch. And that's the mentality we gotta have. Now, I know things don't work out. I know some people just can't be there. I know some people in some situations, don't want to be there. I know sometimes you may end up with a young lady who ain't got her head on straight and you just wish, like, you know what, that you didn't get this girl pregnant. But you know what? You did. And you gotta face up. You gotta get out there and handle your business like a man. You got to. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because like I said, if you do not, you create a statistic. And that statistic turns into what? Something negative. Something that you don't want to say, that's mine. You don't want to say that's my seed. So I just want to let y'all know, man, if you from a fatherless home, don't even trip. You can make it. You've made it this far. You've made it this far. If you're watching this video, you've made it. If you're watching this video, you woke up this morning. So I'm telling you, don't even trip. Listen, these numbers don't lie. They don't lie. You see the numbers behind me. They do not lie. It is no game. And I say it again, it is real out here. Let's just put this thing into perspective. I grew up in a neighborhood where there weren't many dads around. I had some friends that committed murder. I had some friends that committed robberies. I had some friends that, would just turn out to be good for nothing. They turned out to be no goods growing up. Thankfully, it didn't happen to me because my mom was so strong. But I'm telling you, without a man around, anything is possible. That man is that foundation. I'm not saying a woman can't raise a boy to be a man, but I'm just telling you, without that man there, anything can happen. And a lot of times, negative things happen. Personally, I just don't understand how you could be there for a child one day and not the next. I don't understand how you can leave your child out on their own to fend for themselves. I don't understand. I mean, these women, they need our help. Because when you don't have fathers around, you have babies having babies, literally. You have 15, 16, and sometimes even younger, 17-year-old girls having babies. And why do you think they're having these babies? They're having these babies because they're trying to fill a void. They want somebody to love. They want somebody to call their own. Why? Why? Because nobody never called them their own. So they're fiending, they're longing for something. And I'm telling you, it ain't no coincidence that every time you turn around, somebody pregnant. It ain't no coincidence that every time you turn around, these young girls are having babies by guys that have no intentions ever on making them wives. It ain't no coincidence that every time you turn around, you have young girls having babies by guys who don't have jobs, guys with criminal records, guys who walk around with their pants sagging on the ground. And to my ladies, you gonna tell me this the guy you wanna have a baby with? You mean to tell me this the guy that you wanna raise children with? You can't be serious. You gotta want more, ladies. You have to want better. You have to want better. If you start looking at things differently, sooner or later, the things you're looking at will be different. You gotta take on that mindset of you deserve better. You gotta take on that mindset you're not gonna settle for somebody who can't stay out of jail. You're not gonna settle for somebody who can't treat you right. You're not gonna settle for somebody who's gonna cheat on you. You're not gonna settle for somebody who's gonna come in all times of the night, leave all times of the night, and call you out your name. You're not gonna settle for nobody like that. Nobody. You got to take up the mindset of, hey, if he don't want to be here, I got to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and ain't nobody going to stop me. My child going to grow up. My child going to go to college. My child going to be successful with or without their father. And like I said before, it goes both ways. Sometimes women ain't around. Sometimes women are foul. But, fellas, we know more of us out here making babies and running off. More of us out here making babies and not being around than there are women. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Ladies, stop settling. Fellas, we got to be there. We can do better. We will do better. As a matter of fact, We gon' do better. Real talk. I'm out.